Well, hello. This is just a short video of this trail, Gazebo Trail in Kitimat. Of course, this is the Kitimat Arm. Minette Bay is to the left. The docks, native settlement is here. So, I was myself, this is the parking lot here. There's the road to the village, the minor highway. So here's the parking lot. So we walked so far. We walked through the muddy trail, through the trees, through the old growth, along the beach a little bit, and we're looking at the gazebo. And this is where most people walk to, then that's the end of it. There is, of course, a trail that goes up on some nice bluffs, a little bit muddy still. Around the corner and through a nice open a glen, I guess you call it, a little patch in the forest is beautiful. And then onto the beach, and there's some rocks. And again, maybe 1 in 5 persons goes there. The trail continues though through the bush. It's a little bit muddy. You end up on some rocks, and then you end up on the beach right here. On the beach here is a little bit muddy. There we are. So it's a little bit muddy. Of course, when the tide's down, you can walk the whole length of the beach, or rocky beach, whatever, and bring yourself to a bluff here. This part here is through old growth. It's kind of muddy, you'll see. And then once you get to the end of that beach, onto this bluff, the trail, it's obviously, the trail is hardly visible, actually. If you're not, you got to kind of look for it, but it's still there. It goes up to some nice high bluffs here, nice and rocky through the forest. And where are we? Right here. This is really nice. Actually, the trail, once you get on top of this bluff, the trail goes through smaller diameter forest, like smaller trees. It's more open, less ground clutter. It's not muddy at all. This is really, really pleasant. And then there's a small beach here, a nice rocky point right here, if I can find it. And then back into the bush. This trail here is really almost invisible, but it's really, really a beautiful bit of forest. Right, because the ground is flat. There's no clutter. It's not muddy at all. You got to kind of pay attention. And landmark is this. I showed it in the video. A little rocky point. The trail goes right to the water, and then after that it goes straight up the hill, more or less straight. Because to the north is quite a steep bit of rock. Then you're here. There's actually, the trail continues northward, but I on this day that I created this path, it was dark, so I didn't go down. And then the trail just continues up to the parking lot here at the viewpoint. Now, I'll just move to the other trail. So you walk down from the viewpoint. It's more or less straight down. You can't miss it. Right about at the start point, there's a steep bit of rock, and then it flattens right out. Anyway, it's basically right here. You walk through kind of a grotto, kind of a double-walled kind of deal. It's a little bit steep, and then when you get right to the end here, it's not. I walked down without the ropes, but there's a bunch of ropes there you can hang on to. and then you're down onto the beach. And the trail actually continues through the forest, but as far as I could see this year, 2023, no one had walked on it for a long time, but it's still there. It's really quite pleasant. And it terminates on a rocky knob here. So even in the highest tide, you can walk to this point. Now beyond, there's a beautiful waterfall and whatnot, and you can see that in the video. And just to warn you, this video is 23 minutes long. It's probably about 15 minutes too long. So just if you skip along the timeline, I walked the same speed the whole way, so you can abbreviate the whole thing. This is where the north end of that beach, couple 300 meters long. The trail is quite unused right here. Anyway, here's a Whew. There's the end of the beach. We just came down here beside those rocks. Right, here's the trail. It's quite nice. We've come down toward that beach, that rocky beach. We have to find a spot to go down, I guess. Oh, here we go. We haven't gone far. We just left the beach, and we're in just a beautiful spot. Right, so it's just like Stanley Park. The trail is more easily seen now. A little more. Whew. Right, so it's just completely lovely. Leap. ISO is probably going to go really low. Hard to see. So that's the trail. We've just come to a little. We're walking right beside the ocean here. The arm just came to. Oh look. Right. Isn't that rough weather? Oh. That's looking back toward that little opening. We may have been the first and only person coming this way this year. Don't know. It's very nice though, walking on rock. Okay, so that's definitely the trail there. All right, so that's the viewpoint up there. So I'll put this on Google Earth, and you can see that the trail is within a few hundred meters of this road, because it does a contour along Kitimat Arm too, right? So it's just there's a little bit of forest. You can see that big trees, not that much. And then this open, there used to be a power line here, so you come to a grassy kind of a road, a flattened area, and then a little more, and then you're on the highway. So there's nothing, you can't get lost, eh? Well, this is actually a day or two later, but you start right at the viewpoint, right into the cross, and it's more or less just straight down the hill. It intersects with the trail, the more used part of the trail, just about directly below, so you can always find your way. So this is what you're looking for. This is where the rock, or the bare rock that's been scuffed off. Then you just hang a hard right to 90, turn to 90 more or less, and you can't go wrong. And there's, I think there was 3 seals there that day, coming and going. And there was quite a few salmon fry just along the shore, little tiny guys. So this is the end of the trail, basically. It terminates right at this knob. So now we're just going to walk back on the trail. Well, thanks for watching.